I'm going to talk a little bit today about shame and things that maybe we need to understand about shame. Shame is a terrible feeling or emotion. It's a very painful feeling. It's a belief, you believe that you are flawed and therefore unworthy of love, acceptance and belonging. You really feel that you shouldn't be here. Now, we have the difference between guilt and shame. So they're very similar and often mixed up, but guilt is often a feeling that we have of feeling guilty for what we have done or our actions, whereas shame is about feeling guilty about who we really are or what we are, and shame makes us feel bad about ourselves. It's very deep and very painful. We'll internalize shame by thinking things like, I don't matter, I'm a fraud, I'm unlovable, I'm a failure, I hate myself, I'm not enough, I'm inadequate, I cause horrible things to happen, just being around me will make people uncomfortable, I'm not nice. Those are the sort of things that we internalize with shame. And when we are in shame, we lose our ability to connect. Our first reaction to shame is to hide, and this stops us connecting with ourselves and with other people. We kind of alienate ourselves, and shame makes us avoid not just people, but stops us or we avoid looking inside ourselves. So then there is no place for growth, or and it's very crucial for growth to look inside, accept any mistakes that we have made. But the thing is sometimes with shame, if there has been abuse, it's nothing to do with you, but you will still feel that you were to blame. It will affect our mental health. We hide when we're in shame. You'll hide from your true self, your thoughts and your opinions from others. And shame makes us believe that if people knew who we really are or what had happened to us in the past, they wouldn't like us, they wouldn't want to be with us. Very often we'll isolate ourselves. So if you are finding that you're isolating yourself from others, you're avoiding close relationships, you're probably possibly dealing with shame, because shame causes people to withdraw from relationships with others and with ourselves because of this feeling of unworthiness and not worthy of human connection. Self-sabotage, we believe that we are worthless, shameful to our core, and the more that we think it, the more we sabotage our own attempts to create a better life for ourselves. We have lots of negative self-talk and inner voice always putting you down, and this will drive the shame. It will feed the shame, and you'll have low self-esteem, you'll feel unworthy all the time, and shame affects how we feel about ourselves, and it constantly tells us that we are inferior to others and compares our worst with others' best. Shame can destroy our lives. So often it's nothing. The shame that you feel is not about you. It's just these stories that you feel and you think. And if you've been abused in the past, you have to remember It's not your fault. I hope this helps you, and I'm going to talk about in another video little tips on how we can deal with shame. So remember, love yourself, appreciate yourself, and when you share shame, it evaporates. It no longer has any power over you. And maybe if you are suffering from shame, find yourself a therapist or somebody like me, and we can deal with it together. Love yourself because you're worth it. And I will talk more about tips to overcome it in another later